Hello, and thank you for joining me in another edition of Greg's Garage. Well, this is an update of the last repair I told you about. The last repair, we put these two together, and I used zip ties to mount the ring. However, I did not have it put together like this one is. And the problem is that when you put the ring on before putting the whole rave valve together is that spring down in there, you can't get it on. So in other words, when this is attached and sprung, you can't get it on there. So I'm going to show you how to build one and use the zip ties as an update to the repair. So we're going to put this together, and I'm going to show you how to do it an even better way. Of course, make sure you have your gasket in place, and make sure these weep holes are lined up with your gasket. Make sure your O-ring is in there. Slide in your valve. And then, of course, I'm going to set that down. You put these two together without the spring. Again, this was the part I was having trouble with. Excuse me. You don't put that together. What you do is you take this small spring here and you put it on your cowling. That's the problem I had, is I could not get this on from the other video. So this is your update. All right, so now you put this thing on and you screw this. Actually, no, you don't. Now you put this on. Sorry. Okay, so that's on. Spring not on. Now you make sure your gasket's lined up with your weep hole. Your O-ring is there. And then you put this together like this. And screw it snug. You do not want to over tighten this, of course, because it's just plastic on top. Okay, so I hand tighten that for now because it's not about the valve. It's about getting that spring on. This episode is. So I straighten that up. So here we're together. And what I do to take care of this bottom metal piece, not to mar it up, is I wrap it. Wrap it just like a baby. Then I keep that gasket out of the way. I now put this in my vise. And again, do not over tighten or mar the metal. Just go ahead and get it snug. Get it snug till you know you can pull it over. So here's where the fun begins, because the problem here is that this will want to move on you. As a matter of fact, that's actually really tight. So, I like that. So anyway, that's not moving up and down because I have it in my vise that way. Typically, this bellow will move up and down, making it difficult to put the spring on. If that happens to you, just slide these washers in, and that will hold you up. I guess we don't need it in this case. So as I showed you before with the zip ties, I found out something new. The flat part is the part you want against the spring, not the ribbed part. And there's two reasons for that, and I'll show you. Because you can actually reuse this zip tie. All right, so it's actually on there backwards, but this is smooth against the ring, and it's easier to undo and pull out. Makes sense. So put these on backwards. These do not have to be tight, or these do not have to cinch down here on top. And like I told you before, something that took me an hour to do on another snowmobile only takes about 10 seconds. And this is how it's done. Oh, got to get it over the peg here, of course. Get that over the peg. Ooh, I think I'm up to 5 seconds already. All right. And I'm not in the ridge here. Okay. This zip tie is slipping on me, and this one has not worked as well as the last one. So let's just reset the spring here. And again, I'll start at the back. Make sure you hold that with your fingers. Work it around. You're in. Okay, sorry for the fumbles there. Now here's the best part about this, new and improved, is I don't even use my snippers to snip it. I actually just pull it because it's in there backwards. I hold the rubber here so it doesn't fold under, and voila. And here again, in Greg's Garage, we're here to make things easier as we come to a close. And there's your rave valve with your spring.